it's like bounding, plod sort of thing, right towards us.
Alright everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome along back to a brand new video, and today's a little bit of a different one because I've got an announcement to make, and the announcement is I've started a podcast. How cool is that? That's right, I've started a podcast. It's called the Animal Anomalies Podcast. Very original name, but it's not going to be on this channel. No, the podcast is going to be over on the Wild Times Network. If you're not familiar with that, that is Forrest Galante's podcast, and that's where he uploads his podcast to the Wild Times channel. And he asked me a while ago, Cookie, do you want to make a podcast and we'll post it on our page? Yeah, all right, sound, I'll do that. Obviously, I am really excited and I'm really happy to tell you now that the podcast is out. It's been a long time in the making, but eventually we are here. We are now at release day. So, the Animal Anomalies Podcast is available over on the Wild Times channel. Head over there to check out the first episode of hopefully many more to come. I will be the host alongside Jacob and my sister Rachel. Now, it's not going to detract away from anything that I do over on this channel. I'm still going to be looking after animals and trying to find them in the wild and all that other cool stuff that goes along with it. And I've got a video coming very, very soon as well. To treat this as additional content, head over to the Wild Times YouTube channel, subscribe, and you can obviously watch their podcast, which is fantastic. Or you can watch our brand new podcast, the UK-based Animal Anomalies Podcast, where we talk about all stuff, animal anomalies, the elusive, the rare, the wonderful, and weird stuff, thylacine, Fiordland moose, all that sort of kind of stuff. We've got that going on. Here's a clip from episode 1 on the podcast of the time I nearly had to square up to a cassowary. Smash a like on this video, head over to the podcast, listen to the full thing, enjoy. Cheers.
My scary wildlife thing was in Australia.
Right.
It was a cassowary. You know what a cassowary is?
Big bird.
Yeah.
Do that again. Show everyone what you're doing. Big birds.
They've got like the big...
What's that?
That was me like hitting with my head.
Right, well,
one of them?
yeah, one of
Oh,
them. So a cassowary, we were looking for them because I wanted to film them for my Animal Anomalies show, which I do on YouTube, and it was sick, right? That place up in like the northeast of Australia, the Daintree rainforest, that surrounding area, it's absolutely amazing. Like, absolutely love it. And we found this one place where loads of people were saying, right, you need to go there. This is going to be the place where you see them. So we're like, cool. Went the first day, wasn't there. Bit like, everyone was saying this is a banker. So we went the next time, literally within 5 minutes of being there. Katie, who I was with at the time, my girlfriend, she saw it. So we went running after it. And this thing was on the beach.
Is that a bird that you want to run after?
No, the answer is no. You don't really want to be running after a cassowary because these things, right, they can grow up to like 6 feet tall. They are big birds, yeah? And they've got the casque on their head. They used to like sort of display as well as maybe... Good, that's wicked, yeah. Wicked. And so they're really aggressive, but the big thing about them, they're 6 feet. They can jump high, run fast. They've got a massive claw. So Rachel's got it on the screen right now. This is a cassowary, and these are like really scary looking big birds. So you know that one we can see on the beach just there?
Yeah.
That is pretty much where I was. Probably where it's taken anyway. So anyway, we get on the beach. I'm like running around with a camera trying to film it. I'm like trying to get close up. It's like all these sort of cool shots. And then because I sort of predict its path and it's running down this way. I'm like, all right, I'll get in front of it and I'll get a head-on shot. So I run. I'm like running, and then I get in front of it and I'm like filming it, and I'm like, hang on a second. I was like, he's walking towards me. Obviously, I'm like, what am I doing? Luckily, and this is in the video, it just walked straight past me. The second encounter I had a little bit later, same day, and this scared me, man, because this was the bad one. So we were in this it's like a caravan park on the beach, right? Mm-hmm. And this cassowary is like looking around for food, like because they eat like apples whole and stuff, right? Just swallow an apple, and this thing's bigger. This is way bigger. Yeah. The cask is bigger. It's about 5.5 feet tall. It's massive, and it's walking around. We're within like 3 or 4 meters of it, and I'm nervous anyway.
Yeah.
But Katie, who I'm with, decides to pull this thing out of her pocket. It's a moisturising cream for like insects, like insect repellent sort of thing. Because we're getting bitten alive by mosquitoes and sandflies and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, she pops the lid, literally like that. And this thing, I swear to God, it's side on and it just goes stares at us, and I'm like, oh no, Kate, what have you done? Like, what have you done? This thing's like, it's staring at us, and honestly, like a T-Rex in Jurassic Park, it's like bounding, plod sort of thing, right towards us. It gets, and I mean, like, we're squaring up to it right now. Like, me and you, as far as like away we are, this is it. We're squaring up to it, and I'm like, oh my god. So I get Katie behind me, I get in front of it, getting all big, and I remember this Steve Irwin thing. I can't remember what it was, but he was in like Africa to do with cheetahs. But he said, like, to scare stuff like this, you've got to get big and you've got to make a noise. So in my head, I'm thinking this, and I'm like nervous, I'm shaking, I'm like, oh my god. And then I'm like, Steve Irwin. So I raise my arms up slowly, and I go, ah! And I swear to God, this thing, it just sort of looks at me like, what are you doing? And it was like, all right. And it just carries on its day. But I swear to God, in that moment, I thought, I might have to scrap a cassowary.
How tall did you say these are?
They can go up to like 6 feet.
Yeah, they're big.
Massive, mate. Like when you see them running, because they sort of like, but we saw one run across the road in the Daintree rainforest. It looked like I was in flipping Jurassic Park. They're really cool, by the way. Fantastic animals. Properly endangered in Australia, but just a wicked thing. But it's one of them you don't really want to get on the wrong side of, because it's flipping terrifying, mate. I can't lie to you.
It's like a rock on their head that
Yeah.
I imagine that would do some damage.
But that's the thing, though, because that thing isn't really what they used to fight.
Nah,
now the way they
feet.
fight, it's the feet, right? And they sort of run and like karate kick, double kick. What was that you were doing?
It was just...
Right, no, they don't do
They
that.
just come up and pinch you with
Yeah,
their toes.
they're a little crab bird, isn't it? No, they sort of run up and like bang bang, double kick. There's a video on YouTube, but we won't be able to watch that. But it's insane.
No, yeah.
And I thought in that moment, for me, I thought I'm gonna karate kick a cassowary.
Well, no, if you're going up against one, you're not winning.
I'm probably not winning. What do you mean?
Up against one of these things.
With that as head and them dinosaur toes, I don't
like,
think you'll beat
look at
that.
the claws. Look at the flipping claws on that thing.
Honestly,
Like, that's just slicing you.
because as well, because it's like 3-pronged foot thing like that, right? When they actually like walk on the sand, it is Jurassic Park.
Proper
you know,
like
like the
T-Rex,
T-Rex.
yeah.
Oh my God, it's Jurassic Park. Mental, like scary birds, mate. And I think I could knock one out though.
No, I don't think you could.
Maybe if you got
Not
like
if
a
it's-
direct like shot on its head.
And a small one.
Yeah, but
Like
like
a little baby. Just knock that one out.
little baby, come on, have that, son. No, but like I reckon I could though.
But if you find a 6-foot one, that's actually taller than you. So I
Hold
won't
on.
call you out.
Yeah.
I am 6 foot.
Really?
Yeah.
But if you saw a 6-foot one, and if that foot went jab into you first, you ain't knocking that out.
I think I would.
No.
I think I would. Hold on. If that thing had to stand there and take a punch from me, I'm sparking it, mate.
Well, yeah, yeah. If it did,
Well,
if it,
so yeah or no?
no. If whatever you're fighting isn't going to move and is happily going to take a punch from you, most things would probably be all right.
Yeah. Go up against like a
Especially
gorilla.
a bird.
What did you say, gorilla?
Yeah, if it's gonna just sit there and take it, you can beat a gorilla in a fight. It's like,
Huh? No, you beat everything in a fight, maybe by
Exactly.
like elephant and rhino and that. But I'm saying you got one punch to knock something out.
Yeah.
And you just said gorilla.
Yeah,
Do you think?
no.
yeah.
I'm
Hold
going
on.
from what Rachel said.
Hold
No,
on.
She said if it sits still, and just
It's
takes
literally
the punches.
It's got to stand there like this and wait for you. You know, like that stupid UFC slapping contest
No,
in a
yeah,
minute,
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you be able to take out a gorilla with one punch?
Not with one punch. It's gonna take.
Right,
a few
hold
more
on.
than
You
that.
said it.
Jacob,
He's
I've
not
never
backing
seen
himself.
it.
He's not backing himself. You said a gorilla a second ago.
I didn't know we're on about just one punch though.
Right.
I
Yeah.
thought
No.
about just
One
something
punch.
sitting there and you're just going at it.
Nah. One punch.
Like-
It's got to be one punch, right?
Ah.
But in my logic is a gorilla is a bit like a human, and if you hit a human in the right way in the head, knock out.
Gorilla's a bit
So-
bigger and tougher than a human.
I mean, gorillas are. They're staunch.
Yeah,
You know.
if
yeah.
you hit it in the head, I don't know, take out the rest of his body, like that's big. But I think in the head, if you're hitting it, temple.
Are you gonna have it?
Clean out,
You
yeah.
reckon you spark a gorilla?
Yeah, if it wasn't going to retaliate.
You reckon you knock out? She reckons you knock out a gorilla. Are you mad?
I'd have to have some practice hits.
What? What am I listening to? You reckon you could spark a gorilla?
If it didn't move.